Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit that bell or give me a thumbs up or hit the subscribe bar, or otherwise you could look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk. If you're wondering why I haven't been posting videos in a while, it's because I was in hospital again just for a short stay of a few days till I got a few things checked. But I'm back home and doing well, and uh, thank God for his touch and sending me a chaplain in when I was in. Lord, thank you for the nurses, for the doctors, for the care assistants, right down to the dinner ladies. And I had a sharp pain in my abdomen, and I was wondering, I just thought it kept going right up my body with pins and needles, and my blood pressure was high, so I was worried. But thankfully, it hasn't been too bad for a few days, and I was able to get home, and because there's no place like home when you're feeling good enough to go home. And thank God I was, and all my numbers were good. And um, I got my feed updated too, um, which because my sugars were running quite high, so I got them under control too. So the visit was good, and uh, but honestly, uh, talk about hospital being busy. There was people lying on the floors, and it was just awful. To think one of them poor people having to sit on the floor waiting for a bed, or it's just terrible. And there's a new system coming in May June time to Craigavon Hospital, and it's already in the Royal and all the others, and I just don't know how they'll cope, because they're not really coping well at the minute. It's very long waiting time, and so I just want to give a shout out and say thank you to all of the nurses and doctors who looked after me. And they spent a couple of $1 billion on that Encompass system instead of giving it to the nurses. And that's where I think it's a travesty. They can find money for something like that, but when it comes to the nurses, they're told, oh, no, no. We're moving into the days of the machines, folks, and they're gradually taking over. But I did meet a few people when I was in that I witnessed to, and I always pray before I go in that you give me people that are Christians to care for me, to be there for me. And yes, you surely you went over and above, Lord, and I want to thank you for your sureness and your steadiness, and thank you for keeping my health on the even key, Lord, because that place isn't the place where you want to be if you're anyway well at all. You want to be out. So it was good. I was only there for a few days, but I was just in the A&E area. I didn't get up to a ward or anything. There was no beds on the ward because it was that busy. Whenever I arrived at the hospital, there was 11 ambulances in front of me, and it was the reason 9 stuck in my head because they got 3 away and there was 9, and the 9 they must have, I don't know, the nurses must have had a strike for that one because it refused. So I just want to pray for the wee gentleman that was across the way from me who had a clot in his leg, and the man who was beside me. I just pray, Lord, that total healing would come for them and that they would get home quicker than that they realise, Lord, that your supernatural power and love and sound mind, Lord, would be upon them. And in your heart give them peace, Lord. You see, I met the chaplain when I was in, and you see, I'm in and out of hospital quite often just because of my condition, and you get to make friends with them, and it was really great to see the dietitian and all. And they've all sort of worked together to get me sorted and on my way again, and it was, at least the food was good in Craigavon, and I enjoyed the food, but there was no recliner for James, so it was hard that way because the hospital was that packed. There was not even one spare because all the patients were sitting in them instead of lying on trolleys the way they were supposed to. Now they were kept on like chairs that can recline back, but they're useless, for the long term. And I just want to thank the NHS for once again helping me and doing all you can to make me better and get me home. And I want to thank you for it. Not just the doctors, but the nurses, the auxiliaries, even down to the cleaners and the porters and all of those that work together for the good. I just want to say shalom and thank you. Shalom, Maranatha, and hallelujah.